Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Baldur's Gate with Dudley the Destroyer. Where previously we're in Baldur's Gate itself. I think we robbed a mansion last time, if memory vaguely serves. Imwin helped us rob a mansion, which was rather good. For a quest with the little thieves guild place. They tried to double cross us, and so we killed the dude who was trying to double cross us. And that's about where we got to, I think, if I recall. Might not be a very long stream today because, as you can probably tell by my appearance, it is ridiculously hot in the UK at the moment. It's 31 degrees Celsius outside, and it's probably a good degree or two warmer in here because I have all the windows and doors shut, and a computer whirring away in the background over there, kicking out lots of heat, and also studio lamps here and here. So I'm melting. We may not stream for very long today, just in the interest of avoiding heat stroke. So, without further ado, let's load up our previous save. And here we are outside. What was this place? Sorcerer's Sundries. Which neck of the woods are we in right now? Ah, we're in like the entrance to Baldur's Gate right now. Okay. Still haven't really explored the entire city yet.
Let's waste no time.
If I open the journal... yeah, we need to investigate the Iron Throne headquarters in the city. That's sort of the main quest at the moment. We've agreed to steal a telescope for a gnome named Brevlake. The telescope is located at the Hall of Wonders. And then the Seven Suns. Scar has hired us to investigate strange goings-on in the Seven Suns compound in the southwest section of the city. Once we have completed our investigation, we are to report to him in the Flaming Fist barracks. And I think that is where we need to go for the main quest as well. So that's two birds with one stone there, really. So basically, our main side quest at the moment is stealing the telescope for that gnome. There's one thing I want to check, actually. If I can go to the character screen. It's been a little while since I played last. Forgive any rustiness, folks. What's our reputation at the minute? It's average at 9. I have with me today, and I like flicking through it like that because it cools me down slightly. I have with me my Baldur's Gate 2 manual, the old paperback copy, and there's a chart here in the back for reputation. Actually, there's a few charts actually. With our reputation at level 9, we have no reaction adjustment, so people don't like us or dislike us any more or less for having a reputation of 9, according to the manual. And with a reputation of 9, good, neutral, and evil NPCs will also just have a neutral reaction to us as well. And that's actually specifically this chart here I'm looking at, which you can't really see on the camera very well. I think this relates to NPC party members as to whether or not they'll leave you. So if we keep our reputation nice and average, we won't have any difficulties keeping, you know, either Dinah here or our good characters in the party. So, yeah, the manual for this game is fantastic. Obviously, it comes with if you buy it these days, the game you get a PDF version of the manual with it. But I find having an actual paper manual like this so much better. Apparently, with a reputation of 9 as well, we actually get we have to pay 10% extra on the cost of items in stores as well. We're paying a little 10% extra because our reputation isn't that amazing. If we were to upgrade our reputation to 10 from 9, we wouldn't have any kind of discount or penalty to the cost of goods. If we were to get it above 15 or above, we'd actually start getting a discount because we're so amazing. Yeah. Lots of cool information and charts in here. I recommend checking the manual out if you get the chance. If you're playing along at home, does the BG2 manual apply to BG1 as well? Well, in this case it does, because we're playing BG1 Enhanced Edition on the BG2 Enhanced Edition engine, so some of the things in here might not be totally accurate for the version of the game we're playing, but the vast majority of it should be. So, glasses do make him look distinguished enough that he would smoke a pipe. Really? Is that so? I was just about to grab my pipe for comedic effect there, but I've now realized I have no idea where I've put it. It was there. Now it isn't. How annoying. Never mind. Yeah, I'm wearing the glasses today. Got a bit of eye fatigue going on, so...
Come, let's leave this place.
Yeah, the glasses help with that. The sort of glasses I don't have to wear all the time, but sometimes they help. Let's go north. Let's check out this corner of the city. Uh-oh.
Could we have a moment of your time?
What is it? First, let me introduce the two of us. I'm Marek, and this is my companion, Lothander. I thought it'd be nice for you to know our names, because if you don't take our advice, you'll be seeing more of us, too. I know that you've been taking an active interest in destroying the Iron Throne. Don't try to deny it. My companion and I are in the employ of the aforementioned throne. We thought it would be polite to give you one last warning. Stop interfering with our employer's business. You can decide to disregard this warning, but if you do, it'll be the last decision you ever make. See you later. Gee, thanks for the warning.
Tell me what I must eat in the morning. It will be better.
Now can I quick save? There we go.
Hello there.
What do we got? Things, containers. With nothing in them as usual. Oh, no, this one's got a book in it. History of the Last March of the Giants. Maybe some other time. Dudley was elected to lead, not to read, after all. Okay, there's not an awful lot here, is there? It's just kind of like an alleyway, and that's basically it. There's the city wall. Here's a big sort of cliff thing, with more wall up there. Weird. I was expecting more, if I'm honest. Let's go up here then.
Grant me one request.
Whoa.
Grant me revenge.
Who the hell's this?
You and yours, my friend. Might I have your ear?
Say your piece and move along. My time is valuable. I would perhaps look to a mercenary guild for more professional help, but my time is limited, and you will have to do. I pay more than you're worth. So you listen well, no? What is it I will be expected to do? My proposition is thus. I would have you enter into the home of a colleague of mine and effect the release of a creature he has imprisoned there. Ragefast be his name. And he has in his possession one of the most beautiful and useful creatures in all of Faerun. It's a nymph he captured some time ago. And I know not what laughable plans he has for her, but I am sure she be more productive in my care. I not so rich. What is going on with this character? His voice acting suggested he was a posh wizard of some sort, but his actual dialogue is like, I not so rich as to be able to offer huge gold, but as competent wizard, I do have odd magical item. Like, what's going on with this guy? Kidnapping a nymph ought not to be beyond our abilities, especially not with a magic as a prize. He made a typo. Yeah, he's just a really bad texter, apparently. The offer is interesting, but I would prefer it if it were larger. It's quite the risk you wish me to take. Would that I did have magical items strewn about the place. Were it so, I could simply sell them and pay you gold. It is not as though they are cheap to come by. As it is, you must take the offer as it is or not at all. I trust you understand, no? Why not do this yourself? You do not seem as powerless as your plea makes you sound. Indeed, I be proficient in that which is magical, but so is Ragefast. None know better how to defend against a wizard than another wizard. This requires stealth and guile, or quick blade with muscle behind. You have, I lack. Simple, no. Your terms are acceptable, I agree. Most agreeable. Already you show intelligence needed to succeed. I give you directions to... Fucking this guy's dialogue, I hate it. It's weird. You'll find his home northeast of the Hall of Wonders. I'll meet at my home when you complete your mission. Do not tarry, for I have many plans. Let not the guards see you with the nymph. They will surely question her presence. I will expect you soon. Okay. Northeast of the Hall of Wonders, which is incidentally somewhere we also need to go. Excuse me.
Not yet. That's what's important.
Who's this guy? Is he following us?
I've no interest in speaking to the likes of you.
Oh, how I wish this horrid iron crisis would end. I bought a new mirror the other day, and I swear the frame shattered before the glass. Honestly, I don't know how we nobles are supposed to keep ourselves alive in this environment. Iron crisis or not, your hideous visage was likely more than enough to break the mirror. Breaking a mirror, that's 7 years bad luck, plus 10 for the metal. An extra 10 for metal? Why, this entire region will be cursed for generations.
It is, and it always will be.
All that matters is that two stood against many.
Oops.
Baldur pleases you,
I
cry.
pressed 1 on my keyboard instead of Q.
We shall see.
What's the deal with this crazy-ass building? Ramazith's home. I can already tell just by looking at it from the outside that place is going to be a pathfinding nightmare. What else we got around here then? Was this place like a temple? Yes, it's a temple of Helm. I doubt there's much of interest over here behind it, but might as well check it out. As Dudley goes scooting off at light speed. Let's give everybody a chance to catch up. Well, oh hello. Black Dragon Gate. Does this lead out of the city? Or into somewhere else?
Let's waste no time.
Oh, interesting. We're in another new area now. With music.
I serve the flaming fist.
Oh my, hello there. I haven't seen a face in forever. I suppose it makes sense given that this gate is no longer to be used for passage. I have been given strict orders to keep it that way. It's probably best you be on your way. Okay then. Excuse me. Didn't get a lot of sleep last night, folks.
Come.
I know I yawn a lot during my streams anyway, but... How much of the game is actually left? I don't know. We've got to be at least halfway through. Hey, you look like sewer running types if ever I saw any. Watch your mouth before I bust it on your pearly whites, buddy. Hey, no offense, folks. Sewer's are just the urban man's dungeon, you get it? And you folks don't look like you're here on no fancy-dancy shopping trip. What do you think you're calling fancy-dancy? I didn't call no one fancy-dancy, man. It's just the way I talk. I mean, you guys are so cool. You swish when you walk, man. Oh, no, I didn't call you... No, forget about it, please. I didn't mean no harm by it. Oh, hell, I gotta get me one of them dictionaries and learn me some common, man. What's the dealio with this big building in the middle then, huh? Well, this guy's got a name, and he's also talking at us. Hey there, pal. If you're trying to get inside the palace, you're out of luck. Common folk aren't allowed in there. Grand Dukes don't let no one in unless there's some sort of special event going on. Well, that would be the palace then, I suppose. Yes, the Ducal Palace. I imagine we'll end up in there at some point because it's a video game. And that's just how this works. Dead end. Well, I wanted to check it out anyway. Although there's a barrel with nothing in it. What a surprise. Okay, what are you guys doing? Come back this way. So we march in announcing you're the main character, yes. And the Duke's soldiers leap out and attack our main character, one at a time. Very, sort of politely, so that we're not completely overwhelmed. That's the way it's usually supposed to go. Oh, that was cool. Oh, I thought that was just like a cutscene I'd missed because I didn't come in from here originally. But no, it was just a little transition from day to night. I wonder if that signifies anything of note, like maybe new NPCs will come out to play because it's nighttime. Believe it or not, that transition from day to night did make it into the enhanced edition. Oh, I see, with the new cutscenes, yeah. One of the few that did make it in, I suppose. Well, the place seems to be largely abandoned now. Not much else of note here, although we can check out this road down here, I suppose. The 3 old kegs. I was going to say I could hear tavern music. Had to be coming from somewhere. Come on, party, gather so I can venture forth. About to be accosted by someone again. This is Bellamy, apparently. I've been sent to warn you and your party of Phandalin. He's a powerful paladin here in the city, and he poses grave danger to you. I would suggest that you avoid him altogether. Excuse me. Thanks for the warning, but before I take it to heart, who are you? Just a friend. Where is this Phandalin you speak of? You can usually find him in one of the taverns close to the docks, but I don't recommend you do. If you have business there, I suggest you do it after sundown. Thanks for the tip, diminutive one. I think I'd quite enjoy paying this Phandalin a visit, Dudley, to teach him the futility of his life, perhaps. Yikes, a drow, if I've ever seen one. No wonder old Phandalin's huffing and puffing with righteous fury and all. Interesting.
No one, not even you, will remember if we were good men.
I feel like killing a paladin is probably not going to do our reputation any favors. Oh, another one. You stink like the adventuring rogues that you are. Like, I love how the only options available are antagonistic. Look, comrades, the peasant has a tongue. If only he had the wit to match. What could be wit unless you use it? Rest assured, stranger, I have not seen it grace your party yet. Alright, douchebag. Leave me the fuck alone. How about that? You have the look of someone unaccustomed to the quiet life. Well, that is what we are all about here at the Three Old Kegs. If you are looking for otherwise, you had best keep moving, because you won't find it here. I could have sworn I went to a pub with an extremely similar name relatively recently in Nottingham. Might have been the Three Barrels or something. I don't remember exactly. I was kind of drunk at the time. Could you describe us to your provender? Whatever that means. We could rest, actually. We could have a drink too while we're on it. Hell, why don't we get Evermead? We're flush for cash anyway. I hear some units of the Flaming Fist have been sent to Beragos. Seems like the Grand Duke's getting real paranoid about Arm. I hear that Arm's behind all those bandits in the south. People around here have been talking about how Arm and the Zents are in league together. Was it the Six Barrel Drop House? I don't remember, Dr. Fat. And also, dude, it's kind of weird that you're just Googling that now. Because I know for a fact that you've never fucking been to Nottingham, so... yeah. It's kind of weird, dude. You're a D&D adventurer. Of course they're antagonistic, I suppose so. I'd be pretty antagonistic towards D&D adventurers, I suppose, if it weren't for the fact that I know how dangerous they are. I hear that Arm's behind all those bandits in the south. People around here have been talking about how Arm and the Zents are in league together. It makes me worry about that kind of... what kind of things they could be scheming. Oh, we got more. I hear there's rumours of shadow thieves here in Baldur's Gate. I don't know if it's true, but if it is, I betcha they're here to scout for an Armenian invasion. I heard that the Merchants League estate is having a lot of trouble. Seems that 3 owners are squabbling about how to run the place. The Iron Throne's been taking advantage of that situation. If things continue as they are, the throne soon won't have any competition. Kind of strange, considering they only moved into the city a couple of years back. Let's rent the royal suite.
What do you want? Lead in the morning. It will be better.
Let's get out of here.
Grant me one request.
Boy, how I wish you could, you know, actually choose how long you want to rest for in this game. Because it's 5 fucking in the morning. Which seems a little unreasonable to me, frankly, but whatever. Have we already been to this corner? Kind of. We were up there, weren't we? When you go to bed, does a menu pop up asking me how long I want to sleep for? Yeah, it does. It's called my alarm on my phone, I suppose, really. But, I'm quite capable of sleeping in for longer if I wake up at 5 AM. I can just go back to sleep. But in this game, if you do that, you end up sleeping for another 12 hours or whatever. So... don't know why, but I feel compelled to enter this house.
All that matters is that 2 stood against many.
Hello, small children. I guess we'll be leaving now. There's not much of interest here. Whenever you're ready, Viconia.
We shall see. Destiny or not.
Hey, friend. Good to meet a fine sod such as yourself.
Have you heard? The question of declaring war on arms is being put before the Duke's Council. Already? I fear we would be too late to avert the catastrophe. What do you think the decision will be? The Dukes are too set in their ways, too comfortable there. It's all just part of their cat and mouse game with arms to negotiate a better deal on the iron trade. Still, the suggestion of war has only been that, until now, a suggestion, and not an eventuality brought to the table to be considered. Oh dear. What's that? Entar Silvershield's estate. The name rings a bell. I don't remember exactly what from though. It's saying how some people sleep through like 10 alarms. I can certainly do it if I'm tired enough. I have done it in the past. I'll wake up and I'll just find the notifications on my phone telling me that I missed the alarms. You asked a fortune teller who was the richest man in the city and where he keeps his gold. Entar Silvershield and his estate. Okay, I see. That's where I've heard it. Oh, excuse me. Look at Dudley go. This whole place mapped out very quickly. We got Tavern and Inn, Quinn's house, Helm and Cloak, Degradel's house. It's just a question of how tired you are, Head Skull, you know. I mean, some people are naturally sounder sleepers than others, but it's a question of how tired you are. I remember being told stories about how my great granddad used to sleep through artillery barrages in the First World War. You know, there'd be actual shells exploding around their trench, and he'd just be snoozing away through the whole thing because he was that fucking tired. Ooh, a magic club. Shame we don't have a Jahira anymore. A bit of pocket change. Not the fabulous riches I was expecting or hoping for. I was wondering what the heck this sort of square on the ground was, but I guess it's supposed to be a shadow from the sun on the ground. Just kind of looks a little weird. Locked.
I care not. This way.
Oh yeah, we're in.
Let's waste no time.
Hide in shadows failed. Come on, Emma, you can do better. Only if you roll well enough, though. Uh-oh. Run away? What's this guy want?
Not yet.
I should have joined the army.
You there, what are you doing in the estate of Entar Silver Shield? I'm an art collector. I'm here to collect some marble statuettes that I purchased a week back. I'm here to admire the tapestries. We're members of the Flaming Fist. There's been some worry about the security of Entar's estate. We're here to ensure his safety. Your lies won't save you, robbers. Defend yourselves. Uh-oh. Did we take a reputation hit for that? Don't think we did. This is a castle, and we have many fine tapestries. And if you are a Scottish lord, then I am Mickey Mouse! It's got to be one of my top 3 favourite films of all time. Oh, hello. I'm gonna do a manual save in case there's some unforeseen consequences that really bite me in the ass because we killed that guard. Who the fuck's that? That is Entar Silver Shield. Don't know if we really want to be talking to you, mate. Honestly. On the other hand, he doesn't seem to be bothering us, so let's just carry on by. Even though everyone cannot hide in shadows to save a life, and uh-oh.
Well, I never.
Excuse me, but I don't know any of you. Perhaps you could tell me what you're doing in my room. Let's try a different tack here. This is essentially Imowen that's talking, so sorry, I must have wandered a little too much. We're business associates of Entar. We just arrived from Waterdeep this morning. Perhaps we could inquire as to your identity? You're all obviously thieves and miscreants. Come to have your way with me. Guards! Oh, bloody hell. Run away!
I've done had enough of this.
They're not pursuing me downstairs. Interesting. Yeah, casually saunter away down the stairs. Uh-oh. Everybody get out!
Let's leave this place. Lead in the morning.
We've been rumbled!
Better.
That's about all the thieving I think I'm going to try and attempt there. If only I'd leveled up Imowen slightly differently. Right then. We did get something out of it though. We got a few hundred gold and a gem and some potions, so it's not all for naught, is it? Not that we really need the money at this point, frankly, but hey.
Grant me one request. Grant me
Did we take a rep hit? No. Reputation is still 9.
What is the riddle of steel? If I don't know it, he will cast me out of Valhalla and laugh at me. That's Crumb.
Homeless guy sleeping on a bench. Seems legit.
Please, might I have your ear a moment?
My name is Varchi, and I have heard that you sometimes help those in need, for a fee, of course. Please, would you meet with my guardian at his house? My guardian will reveal the nature of the job once we arrive. Please, it's a matter of life or death. My advice is, Dudley, lend thine ear to this child's plea. 'Tis impossible to look at him without pity. Alright, lead on, young one. I will follow. Oh, excellent. I may yet repair the damage I have caused. This way. I will show you to the house where my master is staying. I'm glad you agreed to help out, Dudley. By mask, I hoped enough times that someone would bail me out of trouble when I was of an age. With Varchi. This way. Okay. Is it just here? I guess it's just here.
There is nothing I can do. But I must do something. It is a risk. And risk is everything.
Okay. Varchi, who have you brought here? I told you we must be alone with my thoughts. Your thoughts know as I do, and there be no denying it. We need to step out. We need outside help to fix what's done, and talk among the allies. Say this group may be as effective as any we could hope for. You will tell me later you know not allies to learn such things. For now, however, you are correct. We are in need of assistance, and none in the clergy must know. Greetings to you all. I am Lord Priest Tremain Baldur, a humble servant of our smiling Lady Timora. May I request of you, my request of you is an odd and very dangerous one. I will not hold you to it if you deem it too extreme. I would have you enter the Water Queen's house and retrieve my son's body. He and Varchi sought to indulge their restless nature by sneaking about the place. The high price was paid. A foolish error. Yes, but I will see he learns from it even when I raise him. That's why I need your help. We thought it would be exciting, causing a little mischief amidst Umberlee's underlings, only it wasn't that much fun when we were caught. We both ran. I got away. Casson didn't. They killed him as we sought to escape. An harsh sentence for a simple prank, but trespassing on holy ground, whatever the faith, is not a small crime. You must bring his body to me that I may restore his life to him. If you can retrieve him, I will reward you whether I am able to revive him or not. What say you? Alright. Luck or no, it would be a shame to lose your life because of the foolishness of youth. I'll help as best I can. There is hope for my son yet. I cannot tell you where in the Ambulant Temple Casson would be kept, but I would advise you to be careful. They seem a right unfriendly group, but once you get to know them, they seem out and out heartless. Please hurry.
Pleases you, Crom.
How on earth did the chat get onto the subject of the Phantom Menace? They amaze me sometimes, you know.
What do you want?
That's what's important.
Oh. Well, I suppose I better not rob these guys. Alright, so that's a new one.
Matters.
Oh my god. I've been playing too much Starfield. I just pressed L to open my journal. It's just loaded the game again.
Let's waste no time.
Alright, let's just click our way through that again.
Nothing I can do. But I must do something. It is a risk. And risk is everything.
Lead in the morning. It will be better.
There we go, that's better. It's J to open the journal in this game. Alright, the captive nymph. Tremaine's son. Here we go. I promised Tremaine Baldur that I will rescue the body of his son from the Temple of Umberlee near the docks. I can find Tremaine in the house just north of the Hall of Wonders. Okay, cool. Alright, so I'm guessing the Hall of Wonders is right there, huh?
I love money. Yes, I do.
Hello there, Dunn, ex-merchant at your service. How may I be of assistance? How exactly does one become an ex-merchant? Well, you start by becoming a merchant, then you become a gambler, then you bet your business on a game of dice, then you lose. Voila, an ex-merchant. Next question. Ha! I like this one. Could you tell me where the good stores are in town? There are no good shops in this city. Nope, none. Don't even think about it, especially the ones run by the Seven Sons or the Merchants League. What's wrong with the Seven Sons and the Merchants League? I used to gamble with those fellows, but something's not right. I'm in debt to them up to my ears, but nothing's happening. No big guys with clubs knocking on my door in the middle of the night. No poison in my ale, nothing. It's like they've forgotten the whole thing. I saw my old buddy Al in the street the other day. Looked him right in the eye, and he didn't even cuff me about the ears. Just started looking real nervous, like he'd forgotten his best friend's name at a party or something. Strange, I tell you. Very odd. The Ladies' Hall. Okay, not what we were looking for then. That's not the Hall of Wonders. At least I don't think so. Maybe the Hall of Wonders is this big-ass building here. Interesting. It kind of feels weirdly out of place. It's a big old sort of Parthenon style building here. High House of Wonders. Well, this would be it, wouldn't it? Saw the old Parthenon marbles when I was at the British Museum a couple of weeks ago. I've got to be honest, probably the least interesting things in the whole damn museum. They got the whole big whole big hall dedicated just to them.
Welcome, travelers, to the archival stores of Gond, Wonderbringer to the realms.
Oh, we got more French people. Good on your friend. Come inside the Hall of Wonders, but please remember the 1 gold donation. It provides sponsorship for those that craft the curious wonders inspired by Gond. This patronage supports the not immediately sellable works produced. Thought the Rosetta Stone was probably the coolest thing there. I couldn't get near the bloody thing. It was just crowded completely around by Asian tourists. It's impossible to get anywhere near it unless you just wanted to look at the back of it. So it's probably the one thing in the museum I didn't get a good look at while I was there last time. Bah, doubtlessly nothing here could compare to the wonders of drow craftsmanship. Perhaps, madam, but who had ever seen a drow city and lived to tell the tale? None that I know, that's for sure. And it's warm inside to boot, so you needn't keep your gentle self all wrapped up in your cloak like that against the chill. I heard that many an artifact here was made, but by the skillful hands and by the skillful hands and sharp minds without the use of magic. Will it ever come to pass that the arcane and technical should come to a competition for fulfilling a sentient being's need to do things new and wondrous? Well said, milady, well said. And a glimpse of all this for 1 smoke coin. Alright, fine. Please enter and enjoy the works within. Gonzman Brathlin will offer insights on a number of items, but his time is limited and the tour will not be extensive. Enjoy. That's Brathlin. I hear a tapping noise and I can't tell if it's coming from the game or from somewhere in the house. It's coming from the game. Okay. Just had to check there. I was like, what is that noise?
Grant me one request. Grant me revenge.
Please follow, and I shall endeavor to introduce you to the majesty of God.
Okay.
Please don't touch the displays, or me.
I hope you had little difficulty making your way here. People are often confused by the companion building across the lane, the High House of Wonders. It is the consecrated temple to Gond, our worship center on the Sword Coast, and parent temple to the hall there. Separated to ensure that tourism does not disrupt the sanctity of our reverence, the two structures are nevertheless linked by a bridge, that they might be guarded as one. Let's see. Damn Asian tourists taking a lot of good viewing spots. There was one point where I was looking at the old Assyrian tablets, where like I think it was like a school trip or something, and there was like dozens and dozens of Asian school children just swarming all over the place. I had to sort of kind of wade out of it in order to get back into the rest of the museum. They sort of just kind of ignore you. You don't even register them as being present. They just kind of end up shoulder to shoulder all around you all of a sudden as they rush in to go and look at whatever it is you're looking at. Whereas most of the other tourists sort of give you a respectful distance or just wait their turn. Where is he taking us next? Okay, look at whatever this is. Steam Dragon.
Please follow, and I shall endeavor to introduce you to the majesty of God.
Here is a wondrous item forged from the mind of one of our respected gnomish brethren. Known as a steam dragon, it is remarkable, if a somewhat noisy means of moving large objects. The fire in its belly powers mighty gears that can be affixed to belts and pulleys, hauling loads that would require dozens of strong backs. Our own harbour employs such items on a grand scale, relieving ships of their cargo in a matter of moments. Might detrimental to the jobs of several longshoremen when installed, it has greatly improved the health of the few remaining. Oh, that's not. Oh, yep, sorry, wrong person.
Please don't touch the displays, or me.
Another marvel of ingenuity, the Pump of Gond. By standing astride the seat, one is able to move water as a wheel might, with only the power of the legs. Excellent for watering fields or draining a flooded home. Hard work to ride for long. It does spare the back and neck from bearing the weight of buckets.
Please follow, and I shall endeavor to introduce you to the majesty of God.
Bringing light where it is naught but darkness, the Everlight, the natural law that all must fall, helps feed continuous oil to a system of lamplights, eliminating bothersome refueling for weeks at a time. This is the enormous tank that holds the oil in reserve. None need be stranded in the night again, as is inevitable with the standard illumination. Have you ever known the oil to run out during the daytime?
Please don't touch the displays, or me.
Here be an amazement if ever there was one. Without question, you have all seen a mariner's standard spyglass. That crude device that roughs out a coastline? It is but a shadow of this work of art from faraway Lantan. We are informed that it was labelled a telescope, or some such, when initially assembled, but we have taken to calling it a farseer, a much more elegant name for its function and craftsmanship. The faces of the stars themselves are visible with its aid, and one is liable to run out of earth before running out of sight. Our local craftsmen have not been able to recapture Gond's original inspiration, and the inner workings remain a detailed mystery. Thus, while copies of its beauty are available, they function no better than the spyglass I mentioned. Okay. Is that it?
Please follow, and I shall endeavor to introduce you to the
I apologize, but I have to take my leave. I have duties in the temple and must leave you to marvel on your own. Are there questions that I might answer before I go? You spoke of the two halls being guarded as one. What did you mean by that? Oh, it's a simple matter. With the halls conjoined, guards within one can pass into the other in a matter of moments. It's actually little needed. What with the extensive use of wards to keep out miscreants, any number of guarding spells can be triggered by simply passing near one. Anything else? Would it be possible to buy one of these items? What is their worth in gold? I have hinted that flawed copies of items can be bought, but they must be ordered much in advance. Currently the wait is no less than a year. These originals on display are unavailable at any price, as the exact details of their construction are often lost to time. Apologies. Have you another query? Please continue the tour. Such items are incomprehensible without sage interpretation. Forgive me, but I cannot dally about any longer. Duty calls, but enjoy our visit nonetheless. Please respect the needs of our other brethren as well, and leave with the falling of darkness. Many have nightly devotions that require their time, and they appreciate not having to hunt out stragglers. Okay. Well, we're gonna try and get our hands on this somehow. That's the general idea. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, he's just wandering about. I thought because I clicked on it then the guard was coming over to tell me off. Is there anything else to explore around here? We've been doing a lot of thievery lately, haven't we? It's a side effect, I suppose, of finally getting into a city. This whole area here feels very reminiscent of the Natural History Museum in London, actually. Really similar kind of architecture and color palette and what have you. Just missing a large dinosaur skeleton. I think there's a companion in here somewhere. Interesting. I suppose we can just grab it in broad daylight, can we?
I care not.
Emma,
This way.
do you want to give this a go?
What pleases you? That's what's important.
Do. Could it really be that easy? It feels like thievery in a Bethesda game. Okay, I guess we got the telescope. That was easier than I thought it would be. Assuming this is the legit telescope, I guess. While the physics behind a telescope have been well known for some time, the glass grinding skills required to actually construct one are still quite specialized. The lenses of this telescope are finely made, however, and its collapsible tubing has obviously been wrought by someone well versed in the delicate art of jewel setting and metalwork. Oh, look at that! Django finally graces us with his presence. Hello. You've been gone so long, I had to make JB a mod. How you doing, man? I think we need to go back to the Elf Song Tavern, don't we? To hand over this old telescope. Oh, you've been lurking, I see.
Let's waste no time.
People being naughty. Actually, no, they weren't today, but they were yesterday, which is what prompted my decision. Because things got a little bit rowdy while I was streaming Starfield yesterday, and unfortunately, all of my mods were apparently on holiday. Now, where is the Elf Song Tavern? Ah, it's down down here.
Come, let's leave this place.
Yeah, there was basically just, it's nothing particularly dramatic. It was just literally just someone in the chat who was very belligerently backseating. Not just backseating, but like getting really grumpy and annoyed about it as well at the same time. And up with that, I was not willing to put for even a minute. So, alright, this lunatic. Hello again, my roguish compatriot. I heard this morning that there was a mysterious break-in at the Hall of Wonders. Wow, that news travelled fast. It said that the crafty burglars were in like ghosts and gone before the guard even had a chance to yell halt. Yeah, sure, I guess we were. Oh, it's like an adventure tale starring you and me. You are well worth your pay, my friend. Well worth it. Here is your 500 gold, a beautiful little trinket from my own personal collection. It's a sorrow to part with, but this more than makes it up. Goodbye and good fortune to you. We gained a wand. There it is. We also have this crossbow and this robe that we need to identify, along with this morning star and another wand. Where can we get that stuff identified around here? I guess a temple, right?
Not even you will remember. Lead in the morning. It will be better.
Or sorcerer's sundries, I have to assume, would probably be able to identify stuff for us. So let's go there. Your guess is as good as mine, another name from nowhere. I don't know how any of the moderation stuff works on Twitch these days. I don't understand any of it. Usually I don't have to. Normally I've got Django or whoever to sort of figure that stuff out for me. Halbazar Drin.
Yes?
Well, who might you be then? Well, come to check out the wares of old Halbazar? Well, be quick about it. And mind you don't get fidgety when we talk payment. You knew when you came in the door that my wares were magical. Premium items demand a premium price. Let's see what you got then, matey. Some magical stuff. Magical things. He's got potions. We got all sorts. Scrolls. Probably some of these are worth getting, I imagine. However, this is what we need from you. Okay, so we've got a Morning Star +1, I think. Heavy Crossbow of Accuracy, the guide. A favoured siege weapon of King Shastia Longive. Crossbows of this type were designed for the systematic removal of defensive forces thought safe behind the battlements of castles. A scant few of these weapons survive to this day, mainly due to the eventual annihilation of the king's forces by a coalition of subjugated lands. Thaco +5. Damage +2. Speed factor 7. Proficiency type crossbow. Type 2-handed. Requires 12 strength. When you... Alright, the wand. This is a wand of... I'm not sure what. When used, this wand shoots forth a thin ray of bluish colour to a maximum range of 100 feet. When a creature is touched by the ray, it must save versus wand in order to avoid being stunned for 1 turn. Okay. Stun target. The robe. This has been especially enchanted to meet the eclectic needs of an adventuring mage. Aside from shielding the weather from various forms of crushing damage, it also provides protection from the basilisk's petrifying gaze and polymorphing powers of rival mages. As with other such robes, the adventurer's robe can only be worn by those engaged in the wizardly profession. I think we've found a few of these before. And the last one is a wand of lightning bolts, I guess. Yeah. Which, I hate lightning bolt because it tends to damage my own party more than it does the enemy most of the time. But we'll hold on to it, I guess. I don't know why I felt the need to do a manual save there. Who's this guy? Ordolinian. Ah, we are adventurers. The roads of this fair city are lined with fools, are they not? And two of the greatest are Archeon and Nemphre. Necromancers fighting over trinkets and baubles of little use or value. I assure you, they are more trouble than they're worth. You're better off steering clear of them. Duly noted.
That's what's important.
Oh, you enjoyed the Starfield stream? Oh, good. Glad to hear it. I don't think I'm going to be putting it on YouTube. I think if I were going to do a YouTube video, I would probably just make them slightly more coherent and much, much quicker actual sort of first impressions summary. Which I may still do, actually. I have decided I'm not going to tackle it with a Let's Play, though, until I've played the game pretty thoroughly. You know, beaten the main quest and beaten at least one or two side faction quest lines as well, so I can get a real figure for how the game works. Because, I think Bethesda LPs tend to work better when I have a plan of how I'm going to actually play the game, what the playthrough is going to involve, and what have you. And at the moment, it's impossible to have a plan, really, with Starfield, because I played it for 30 hours already, and I still don't really understand most of the game's systems properly. It's remarkable, to be honest with you, actually, because I feel like by the time I'd played 30 hours of Skyrim or Fallout 4, I had a pretty good handle on how the game worked by that point, but Starfield is just something else. It's such a big game. Is there anything over in that corner? No, I think it's just the walls, isn't it? Oh, god damn it, I did it again.
Let's waste no time.
It's not L, it's J for the journal. Oh yes, Tremaine's son, that was it. Right, Temple of Unbelief near the docks. I would say that's probably our next quest to tick off. I'm going to give this to you, Dinah, here. I don't know if she's going to wear it, but... you can hold on to these wands as well, I think. Anybody want to use this? Mince could use the crossbow. Right now he's got the dead shot +2, which is pretty good in its own right, actually. I don't think there's anyone else here who can really use this crossbow, is the thing. It's just Minsk. And I guess Dudley? Wow, okay, yeah, Dudley can use this crossbow. That's interesting. That's... yeah, maybe I should get Dudley some crossbow bolts. Yeah, I might hold on to it for now. You never know when I'm going to need a good missile weapon, I suppose.
Ah, well, come, let's leave this place.
Oh, Rick, my condolences, man. I have been there myself many, many times. That's always a hoot when that happens. Either something like that, or you discover that your microphone was turned off for the entire time. Yeah, my condolences, my dude. You know the Halo 1 Let's Play I did on YouTube? About the back half of that Let's Play, I pretty much had to re-record all over again because I recorded the second half of that game all pretty much in one sitting over the course of an entire day. And yeah, it turned out I'd fucked up the audio, and I'd never bothered to check or test it before I started, so I had to redo the entire second half of the game. It happens, I'm afraid.
Lead in the morning. It will be better.
Water Queen's house. I think this is it, isn't it? I'm back. What's the haps? We stole a telescope from a museum. We tried robbing Entar Silvershield's estate and failed miserably. We also agreed to try and retrieve the body of a dead child from this Temple of Umberlee, so that the child's father can resurrect them with a raised dead scroll or whatever. So, apparently the priestesses of Umberlee have 0 chill and will kill children that trespass on their property. So, bit fucking unhinged if you ask me, but I guess Umberlee is a pretty unhinged goddess when you get down to it. So. Nice to see a quest which actually takes resurrection into account. Yeah, it is. Hello.
The storm shall take those who are unfaithful.
It feels like a Pokemon gym. Not gonna lie. For what purpose do you visit the Bitch Queen? I like this option here. This is good. We want to see what a temple to an evil goddess looks like on the inside. We're from Cormier, tourists, you know. You are unwise to waste my time. Please leave.
Grant me one request. Grant me revenge.
Uh-oh. Okay, she's run out of patience. And she's going to kill poor Imoen. If Imoen doesn't get a move on. Well, look at Dudley go.
Yep. I've done had enough of this.
Oh my god, the pathfinding in this place is not good. It is no bueno. What are you doing, Dudley? Get back here.
Not yet.
These lasses got anything good on them? Nope, doesn't look like it. Dudley massacres the Bitch Queen's priests. Yes. Well, you know, Karma's a bitch, right? And so is Umberlee, apparently. Unfortunately, though, I don't really know what to do now. I suppose one of them's got the body on in their inventory. Because there's nothing else in here. I'm holding down the tab key and I'm not seeing anything like a doorway or a container or anything. Maybe there's a secret door around here somewhere. The lady doesn't appear unless you ask for her. Oh, you're kidding. Why? If this was a later BioWare game, there would be a better way around this, but this is early BioWare, so I guess we got to cut them some slack.
We shall see. Destiny or not.
Yeah, we fucked it.
Baldur, please. Let's waste no time.
The storm shall take those who are unfaithful.
We wish to speak with the High Priestess Jalantha Mistmere. The High Priestess does not have time to see commoners. Why should I allow you to waste her time? Would a donation of 50 gold allow us entry? That offer is adequate. Wait here and I will return with the High Priestess. Kind of funny looking High Priestess, if you ask me. Look, even the High Priestess is having pathfinding issues.
No insolence.
I am Jalantha Mistmere. What reason do you have to see me? I wish nothing of you save the body of the fool that tried to break into your hallowed halls. I imagine the return of such an infidel is ample return for my services. The bodies of infidels are priced highly in these troubled times. Give me 2,000 gold and the body is yours. Alright then, we're willing to pay the cash, just give us the body. Thank you for your money. Here is the... Oh. I was hoping that I could try and swindle her there, but apparently no. Never mind. 2,000 gold's basically pocket change to us these days.
Eat in the morning. It will be better.
How about this priceless telescope? Yeah. Even the Inquisition would probably do better. Yeah, I mean, I was sitting there and I was thinking about it, and I was like, if this was Knights of the Old Republic or what have you, or Dragon Age, there would be a way around this. If you attacked all of the priestesses, you'd either be able to go into an additional room and find the High Priestess and kill her and get the body that way, or whatever, you know. But Baldur's Gate is just, you know, it's jank and weird like that. Do you know, it occurs to me I don't actually remember where the hell we're going. I think it might be this corner of the map. Nope, no it isn't.
Grant me one request. Grant me revenge.
It's here, isn't it? Yeah, this is the place. If you did that quest for the Umberly priest girl at the city bridge, you could request her help and she gives you the body. That's interesting. Fair enough. I know the quest you're talking about. I've done it plenty of times in previous playthroughs. We just never got around to it in this one for some reason. But yeah, that's kind of neat. Although usually I don't side with her in that quest, admittedly.
All that matters is the toast against many.
By all the gods, the lady of smiles must be positively beaming this day. Quickly, get the body inside where I prithee Timora will grant it life anew. I'll not waste another moment until my son's soul is on solid ground once more. Come with and see the wonder. Okay.
You roll your dice and you take your chances.
Now is the moment I have yearned for. Please, no noise. I must concentrate. Blessed be our smiling lady. He lives. Son, can you hear me? Father, what was going on? Oh, my dear boy, you're in such trouble. What in all the plains were you thinking, child? Gallivanting through an ambulant temple like that? So help me, if turning you over my knee wouldn't kill you outright, you'd jump black to go right to blue. What? But it wasn't my fault. Oh, no, you don't. If you want to play the odds, you had best be sure you take responsibility for yourself. The goddess of luck and adventure does not endorse dumb luck or foolish risks. I swear if your mother were alive to hear about this, then she'd drop dead where she stood. And then I'd have to raise her too. Do you have any idea what this spell takes out of a person? But I'm sorry. Not another word past your lips, young man. You're after your room, and see if I'll let you out before you're 420. Marsh. But there we go. Can't talk to him again, can I?
We shall see. Destiny or
Looks
not.
like no.
Let's waste no time.
I can talk to the other kid, I suppose.
Help! Tis a wasted life.
Oh, here we go. I have your payment here. It'll be some time before Casson and I get a night out again. It's good to have him back among the living, though. I take some small pleasure in the trouble he's in for what we did. You'll notice I've not sat down since you've known me. Sometimes our lady who smiles downright laughs out loud. Look to us if you need aid in the future. Many a time Moran will look favourably on you now. Good day. There we go. Quest complete. He did reimburse us, actually. Yeah, you're right. Mostly did it for the XP, of course, but, you know, it's nice. Speaking of which, yeah, we're level 6. We're about halfway to level 7. What about the others? Ooh, Minsk is nearly level 6. Yeslik's not that far away from leveling up. Yeah, cool. We're getting there.
What do you want?
What is the riddle of steel? If I don't know it, it will cast me out of Valhalla and laugh at me.
That's Kran. That's Ragefast's home. Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, I am about done. It is... Whoa! Okay, it's later than I thought it was. Yeah, it's like 7:30. I meant to stop at like 6. I guess I got really carried away today. But I am about to melt into a small puddle on the floor, so... folks, I am done. We are done for today. I'm gonna see if I can pawn you off on somebody who isn't melting to death, or is melting to death slightly slower than I am. Let's see, raid. Wonderful. Mr. Big V Streams himself is playing some Baldur's Gate 3, so I'm going to send you off to go and watch him for a bit, ladies and gentlemen. He must have a fan or something. I don't know how he's still... Anyway, folks, it's been a pleasure. If you've been watching on YouTube, thanks for tuning in once again. I'll read your comments later. And folks, I'll be back tomorrow, come rain or shine, I suspect, with some more Morrowind, as per usual for every Sunday. So yeah, I'll see you for that, everybody, and have a good one. Toodaloo. He says anticlimactically as he realizes that we actually have to wait 10 seconds before I can send you off on the raid. Oops. Right. Yeah, have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye.